you ever taken a photo of someone running, jumping, or just moving fast only to end up with a blurry mess? If you've ever used a Samsung phone to snap quick action shots, then you've probably seen this issue before, that annoying motion. Blur can ruin what should have been a great picture. Well, it seems like Samsung finally listened. With the Galaxy Z Fold 7, they claim to have solved this common problem, and they didn't just say it's better, they gave numbers too. Back it up. So what's really going on with this new camera system, and is the motion blur problem truly fixed? Let's start with what's actually changed. Samsung has upgraded the Galaxy Z Fold 7's main rear camera from a 50-megapixel sensor, the Fold 6, to a massive 200-megapixel sensor this time. But it's not just about those big numbers. Samsung says the shutter speed is now 7 times faster. That alone should help reduce motion blur in most situations. So if someone's jumping in the air or a dog is racing past you, this faster shutter is supposed to catch it all clearly without the subject looking smeared or ghosted in the image. To see if this really works, we looked at a review from Ars Technica, and they showed a great example. They managed to get a super clear photo of greyhound dogs running fast in broad daylight. The details were sharp and the motion was frozen perfectly, which is definitely promising. But that's in good lighting. What about when the sun goes down or you're indoors? Well, Samsung has made more camera improvements that might help there too. For starters, that same 200-megapixel main camera can now take images that are 44% brighter and have 4 times more detail than the Fold 6. When it comes to zooming, it keeps the optical quality even when zoomed into X using something called in-sensor crop. And for close-up shots or macro photography, the phone switches automatically to its 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, which now comes with autofocus. So you're getting sharper results whether you're shooting a flower or your cat's nose. It also uses a new dual camera depth calibration system to detect what kind of shot you're trying to take, which helps it pick the right camera. Even the selfies are getting a boost. The 10-megapixel front camera inside the foldable screen now gives you 25% wider selfies and 5 times better clarity. Skin tones look more natural, and the HDR in portrait mode has improved. In low light, things get even more interesting. The phone uses something called a spatiotemporal filter, which sounds complicated but basically means the phone looks at each frame individually and in groups to reduce noise. It also separates the subject and background, processing them differently to make sure both look clean and detailed.